close eye on your forecast. Conditions are warm all across the southeast, and these warm days are only ahead of us. I'll be breaking down more of your forecast details coming up.
Foggy week as a whole. That shot we had just a half an hour ago, visibility extremely low.
That's exactly right, Joe. Now, the good news is that we are starting to see some of those improvements out there. We need to introduce sunshine into the picture just to help mix some of that out. But it is something that we're so used to here on the Gulf Coast, especially during the month of February and the month of March, because we have such cold water temperatures. Once the warm air moves over it, it leads to some of that fog development, and those calm winds really aren't helping anything either. That's also what leads to some of that development early in the morning hours, but later on in the afternoon, as mentioned, with that sunshine, things start to improve. Now, looking across the southeast, things are a little active for portions of Mississippi, northern Alabama, southern Louisiana. However, closer towards us, we're really staying calm and quiet to begin for this morning. A much better picture from our Battleship Memorial camera, brought to you by Navigator Credit Union. Just some peaks of sunshine out there, noticing some of those clouds on the horizon, but you can actually see the skyline now. If we were to pan it over, you can see the Bayway and the Causeway. Temperatures just resting in the upper 60s. That sunshine really helping us out to begin. And those temperatures all across the Gulf Coast, they're ranging in the 70s closer towards our coastal spots, along with the mid to upper 60s as you head further inland. Now, our forecast temperatures heading into this afternoon continuing to feel spring-like, maxing out in the lower to mid 70s, staying a little steady heading further on into this evening in the mid 60s once we get closer towards 6 and 7 p.m. Not dipping down as much because of some of that increased cloud cover. But looking ahead and what we're tracking, we're expecting more of those foggy mornings to begin with some mild temperatures, and we will continue to feel spring-like heading into the weekend. But I'll be talking more about those forecast details coming up in just a little bit. Joe. And also continuing to keep a close eye on your forecast. I'll continue to talk more about those spring-like days that we are expecting, but also talking about those sunset and sunrise times. Again, sunset is getting later, 5:32 in Mobile this evening, Pensacola 5:29. Sunrise also getting earlier, so 6:40 in Mobile heading into tomorrow morning, and sunrise in Pensacola for your Thursday will be at 6:36. But I'll talk more about your extended forecast coming up when we come back. And also taking another look at your forecast, a live view outside down on Dauphin Island from our All-In Credit Union camera, and conditions starting to look nice out there. I'm seeing more and more blue skies, some calm water, some pelicans just flying along the coast there, looking nice. But temperatures over the next few hours going to be introducing more of those clouds by the time we get further along into this afternoon, with those temperatures staying steady in the lower 60s. I'll talk more about your extended forecast coming up when we come back. I don't know.
Well, they're back.
They're back.
The day after Super Bowl Sunday, you can recover from your late night with a free coffee from Starbucks.
So Starbucks says that it is offering one free tall, hot, or iced brewed coffee to its reward members anytime on Monday.
Wow. If you aren't a reward member yet, you can sign up Monday and still get a freebie.
So the move comes as the company rebrands after disappointing sales last quarter.
Last week, Starbucks announced it will now be known as Starbucks Coffee Company, an attempt to bring back a coffee house vibe. It also announced a return of milk and sweetener stations, in addition to free refills on some orders. Jen, they also announced they're doing the writing on the cups thing too.
That.
When the weather is pleasant, but especially when it's not, they are the men and women who keep us informed and help plan our days. Today is a day to celebrate them, including Jen, on National Weather Person's Day. Officially, February 5th marks the birthday of John Jeffries, who on this day in 1744 was born. Considered one of America's first weather observers, he kept detailed records for decades. The day also serves to honor all of those who work in meteorology and weather forecasting, either on TV, radio, or behind the scenes. So congratulations. Happy Weather Person's Day to you, Jen.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we talked about my story a little bit on Studio 10, just how I got involved with it. I've been doing this for 5 years now. This is my first job out of college. And so I absolutely love being able to work here and just share everything with all of you guys. So thank you to all of the viewers and everyone out there. I absolutely love it. Well, just a reminder, right now is a great time to go ahead and download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you can stay updated with the forecast, everything that's changing here on the Gulf Coast. I mean, just a reminder, we have snow and cold temperatures just 2 weeks ago, and now heading into this week, we have spring-like conditions. So stay updated with it. Download the Fox 10 weather app. But let's go ahead and dive deeper into your forecast and what I'm tracking out there. And this is one of the best parts about living here on the Gulf Coast is the beautiful beaches that we have down in Orange Beach. It's looking stunning out there for this morning. We're starting to introduce a bit more sunshine out there. Still some clouds sticking around, but some vibrant water, some calm rip current risks, and also those temperatures warming up into the lower to mid 70s out there. Now, as I do get further along into the rest of today, daytime highs, I'm expecting those to be maxing out in the mid 70s. We'll slowly start to introduce some more peaks of sunshine. It really depends upon your location if you're going to see more sun or more clouds. Just a nice mix of it throughout the rest of today. Temperatures cooling down to the mid 60s once we get closer towards 7 p.m. But the good news, if that shot right there, it made you want to head on down towards the beach. The rip current risk is low today through the end of the week and into the weekend, looking stunning. So if you're going to take the boat out, go kayaking, paddle boarding, it'll all be looking nice. Now, I did want to go ahead and talk about our extended forecast too. The CPC, the Climate Prediction Center, they are updating this outlook map just a little bit. It's the 8 to 14 day range, February 13th to February 19th again there. And we have high chances to see these above average temperatures continuing. Now, yesterday, they slowly had some of that blue approaching closer towards us, but now they've ticked it back towards the mid south. So we could continue to see more of these mild conditions well into the month of Mardi Gras. It's approaching closer, so a good sign if you like this weather. But here's the not so good sign. It's going to be the rainfall outlook. Now, we are looking at some decent chances to see wetter than normal conditions. A reminder, the darker the color, it's not so much rain chances, and those temperatures, it's more of probability. So it's talking about higher chances if you see that darker color there. But as always, we'll continue to keep you updated right here on Fox 10, especially as we do get closer to any of those parades or the balls taking place across the Gulf Coast. I'll talk more about your forecast and your extended outlook coming up in just a little bit. For now, a live view outside on Dauphin Island from our All-In Credit Union camera. We'll be right back with 3 to know before you go after this.
Jen, wedding around the corner.
Wedding around the corner.
Don't want that to happen.
Yeah, 2 months from today. Actually.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. 2 months from today. We'll be getting married. Hopefully, I need all the good, positive vibes headed my way. Nothing like that.
Who's your best man?
It is his brother, Cade, but they have a baby due April 8th, so 3 days after our date. So we don't know if he's going to be there or not.
All right. Well, Kate, if you are there, don't forget the rings.
Don't forget the rings, Kate. Oh, I hope not. Well, let's go ahead and take a final look at your forecast right now. And we do have a warming trend ahead of us. It is not feeling like February. If anything, it's feeling more like April or May out there. Spring-like temperatures, upper 70s once we get closer towards Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Beautiful. Spend it outside this weekend. I'm trying to find everything I can do outdoors. We're going to be smoking something or grilling something on Sunday ahead of the Super Bowl. I highly recommend doing that, especially looking ahead to midweek next week. All of those rain chances are ramping up in the forecast. Hopefully we can get it out of here just in time for the weekend, but looking a little soggy by midweek with those temperatures still staying above average even in the long range.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about what I'm going to make for the game, but I do know that we talked about earlier, if you are planning on chicken wings, you probably want to get them soon.
Get them soon.
Yeah.
We might do pork, like a Boston butt or something. That might be what we try and do. Just keep it in the barbecue realm. Yeah,
you got to keep it barbecue for KC. All right, thanks for watching us here on Fox 10 Midday on this Wednesday. We will see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody.